Okay, let's dive right in. We're looking at two Xiaomi stick vacuums today. The G20 and the G20 Lite. It feels like a classic choice many people face, power versus portability.
Exactly. That's the mission here. We're going through the specs, the features, everything to help you figure out fast which one fits your needs. Are you after a real household workhorse or maybe something more like a nimble helper?
Let's start with the big one, suction power. The G20 seems like the heavy hitter. Sources say 150 air watts
Yeah.
and 25,000 Pascal peak pull.
Yeah, those numbers are high for a cordless stick. Let's break that down a bit for you. Air watts, or AW, that's really about the actual cleaning power at the nozzle.
Yeah.
And Pascal, that's the raw motor suction strength.
So 25,000 paddle. That sounds like a lot.
It is that serious grunt.
Yeah.
We're talking about the power needed to lift heavier stuff, like tracked in dirt, maybe dropped cereal, definitely pet hair that's worked its way into a rug. It's built for tougher jobs.
Okay, so if the G20 is at the powerhouse, where does that leave the G20 Lite? It must be quite different.
It really is designed for a different task. The light tops out at 18,000 Pascal. Now, that's still perfectly good suction for, everyday dust, crumbs on hard floors, that sort of thing.
Right, surface level stuff.
Exactly. You're not getting that deep pull it out of the carpet force you might need for really thick rugs or big messes. The light is more about maintenance, keeping things tidy day to day. The G20 is for the bigger cleanups.
Makes sense. Okay, what about how long they run? Endurance, capacity, that's crucial too. The G20 is heavier, right? About 3.7 kilos?
It is noticeably heavier, yeah. You'll feel that if you're doing ceilings or carrying it around a lot, but that weight buys you a bigger battery and a larger dustbin, 600 milliliters, less emptying.
And the runtime, sources say up to 60 minutes.
Up to 60, yes, but that's a key point we need to flag. That maximum time is usually only with the non-motorized tools, like the crevice tool.
Ah, okay, so realistically, with the main floor brush.
Realistically, especially on higher power settings, you're likely looking closer to maybe 20, possibly 30 minutes. Still decent, but not an hour. The big plus for the G20, though, is charge time. It juices back up in about 3.5 hours. Pretty quick.
Interesting. Now, contrast that with the Lite. It's much lighter, only 2.4 kilos. That must make a difference.
Oh, absolutely. Almost 1.5 kilos lighter. You feel that immediately going upstairs, reaching high places. Portability is clearly the Lite's main goal.
But there must be trade-offs for that lightness.
There are. It uses a smaller battery, a 2200 milliamp hour cell. Runtime is quoted up to 45 minutes, again, tool dependent. But the real trade-off is the charging.
Slower.
Much slower. Around 5 hours for a full charge. So every time it runs flat, you're waiting roughly an hour and a half longer compared to the G20. Its bin is also a touch smaller, 0.55 liters, to keep it slim.
Okay, let's talk features, the accessories. This seems like where the G20 makes a specific pitch, doesn't it? Particularly for pet owners.
Definitely. The G20 comes with things like anti-tangle features in the brush head, which is great for long hair or pet fur. And crucially, it includes a mini motorized tool for upholstery, mattresses, car seats, anywhere a pet hair really sticks or where you need deep cleaning on fabric. That little tool is often a game changer if you have pets or deal with allergies. It targets those specific problem areas.
So the G20 is almost like a specialized system in that sense.
You could say that, yeah. It's got the general floor cleaning covered plus that specialized tool.
And the Lite, what does it offer in the box? More basic.
Pretty much the essentials. You get the main electric floor brush, a 2-in-1 crevice brush tool, and it does have that handy LED headlight on the floor head to see dust under furniture. Keeps things simple, likely keeps the cost down.
But they do share one key feature, right?
Yeah.
The filtration.
Yes, that's important. Both models claim a high-efficiency, multi-stage filtration system capturing 99.9% of fine dust particles. So regardless of the power difference, the air they exhaust should be very clean, which is great for everyone, especially allergy sufferers.
Good point. Now, our sources also included a sort of general warning about stick vacuums, didn't they? Even powerful ones.
They did, and it's worth repeating, even with 25,000 PAs, like on the G20, cordless stick vacuums are primarily designed for surface cleaning on hard floors and low to medium pile rugs. If you have super thick, plush carpets,
They might struggle?
they generally won't give you that really deep embedded dirt removal you'd get from a powerful corded canister vacuum. It's just a limitation of the format, generally speaking. Manage expectations there.
Right. Okay, so wrapping this up for the listener. The choice seems fairly clear based on needs. The G20 is your pick if. What? Big home, pets, need that strong suction.
Exactly. Larger areas, pet hair challenges, tackling more than just surface dust, that's the G20's territory. It's the more robust, all-around cleaner.
And the G20 Lite?
Pick the light if you prioritize weight, maybe live in a smaller apartment, need something easy for quick daily sweeps, and your budget is tighter. Portability and convenience are its strengths.
Pretty straightforward trade-off.
It seems so, but here's a final thought to consider, connecting it back to time. We talked about power and weight, but that charging difference, nearly an hour and a half faster for the G20. So the real question might be, is that lighter weight of the Little worth spending an extra 90 minutes waiting for it to recharge every single time? That's the hidden cost of convenience, isn't it? Something to think about.